Today is Wednesday, August 12th. Dear playlisters, today we have a back-to-school poem written by teacher-poet David Strange. You might know David from the open mic series Listen Please, which happens every second Thursday at Chatterbox Jazz Club. We also have a look at 6 IndyFringe plays. With 63 acts and over 300 performances across 6 venues, you will need help making choices. There's art news and updates and fun things to do, and we have them all right here. We got you. What's new in arts and culture? IndyFringe Festival is August 13th through the 23rd. It packs comedy, drama, goofiness, and moving portraits of human experiences. We combed through all 63 shows and chose 6 to highlight to get you started. Trust us, you will want to watch as much as possible. Filipino History Month is in October. Local artists are planning an art exhibition that celebrates the thriving life of Filipino creatives in Indiana, exploring themes of identity, resilience, and immigration. If this sounds like your art, submit your work by August 28th. Game night host Lou Harry combed through more than 500 new games to find 14 of the best, non-intimidating games of Gen Con 2026. Head over to mirrorindy.org/arts to see what Lou highlighted this year. A new playground was unveiled at Garfield Park. The upgraded jungle gym provides more activities for children ages 2 to 12, such as music play features, sensory play items, and additional climbing structures. Plus, a new rubber surface that is more kid-friendly. In case you missed something, you can see all arts and culture at mirrorindy.org.
Hi, my name is David Strange, and this is Education Like the Sea, a poem for my mother. Education must be an act of love, and thus an act of courage. Paulo Freire. I want to tell you of an ocean. You're in the middle of it. Or if the vastness of that image fills you with dread, it's a pool. A clear blue pool. I want to tell you of a clear blue pool you're standing next to on an almost unbearably hot summer day. You know, the ones where the humidity is smothering and you can see waves of heat rise from off the blacktop. The sweat on your skin has failed in its job of cooling you off or down. But remember, the pool is there, the glistening mirror of a surface waiting to be disturbed by you. The water ready, being submerged may be a shock at first, but then relief, a respite. And when you emerge from below, the heat has loosened its grip. I want to tell you of a shaded spot, maybe after a long, drawn-out hike and you come across this grove to rest. Maybe you finished working in your yard and the sun is now casting shade over a spot that's perfect for a sit. You can feel the temperature drop a few degrees. Your eyes no longer need protection. Your muscles recoup energy they gave to the work. When you leave the shade, your work doesn't seem as heavy.
Hi, David.
Hello.
Can you tell me what you were thinking about when you wrote this poem?
I was really excited to have you reach out and offer this opportunity to write a poem about education. You know, I am a teacher, and what I really wanted to get across was this all-enveloping kind of sense of what education could be to someone, right? It can be being submerged in a pool, but coming out the other side, you know, the hot days don't feel as hot anymore, right? It could be this long, long walk, and it's a shaded spot. So, you know, education isn't going to be everything, but it's there to help you. It's there to, you know, surround you. It's there to give you a rest or the strength to push on, find what's next, or do something new.
How long have you been a teacher?
I've been a teacher for just over 5 years now. I originally was a social worker, and then I got back into education in 2021.
Is there a favorite book that you like sharing with your students?
Yeah, I really enjoy one thing. I'm not teaching it this term, but I generally teach Fahrenheit 451 to students. And it's, you know, I teach adults. I teach at the Excel Center Meadows, you know, the public high school for adults. So if anyone doesn't have their high school diploma, they can come get it for free. But seeing these students read this book and then make the connections to our world today, which is, you know, why I want to read that book and why I want to share that book, because they can see the connections to what how education, how reading, how knowledge is treated in that book, and start seeing the similarities today. So while it might not be the most joyful reason, I am glad to see students like take something from that book.
What do you want listeners or readers to take away from your poem?
I think education is not something that stops when you're 18, right? It's something that can be a lifelong thing. You know, you graduate high school, you can go to college, but you can, or don't, you can still learn, right? Education isn't something that always happens inside four walls with someone standing at the front or in front of a blackboard, or, to not date myself, a whiteboard. You know, it's something that can happen forever in your life. And I think that's something that people forget. And I hope that this poem can help them remember.
Do you have any advice for aspiring poets out there?
Write. Just write. 70% of it's probably going to be bad, but that's okay. Because 70% of the stuff I write is bad. And that's the stuff that you don't get to hear on a podcast or at Mirror Indie. So just write. If you feel like a poem's bad, that's okay. Take it to a friend, put it away. Maybe you'll come back to it. But the easiest way or the best way to get better at something is just to do it. And poetry is just the same. Just keep on writing.
Well, thank you so much, David. Hope you have a happy school year.
Thank you.
Here's what else is up. We told you about Alicia Keys coming to Newfields, but there's more. Rise Through Everything, Geometry, Rhythm, and Gesture, opening August 21st, brings together artworks by 16 modern and contemporary Black artists who work with paper. Do you feel like you always find out about the Indie Library Store book sale too late? Well, I have good news. The next one is this weekend. Mally and Alan Bacon and Sean Oreo Jones-Smith sat down to interview each other for Indie Monthly. The Irvington Library branch will close next year for renovations. A summer swap session, an Iranian music concert, and the cyanotype class are what's coming up next in August. You can see more things to do at mirrorindie.org/arts and then find our story, August Things to Do. Did you know you can listen to playlists on your favorite podcast platforms? Subscribe and get a notification each time we upload a new episode with indie arts and culture news. Thanks for listening. You can reach me at jennifer.delgadillo at mirrorindie.org. I'd love to hear from you.
You can become a champion for local news by supporting community-centered journalism today. Visit mirrorindie.org/donate.
This newsletter was written by me, Jennifer Delgadillo, edited by Amanda Kingsbury, and produced by Gwen Ragnow. Playlist illustrations are by Rebecca Nolan. The audio version of this newsletter was recorded and edited with Joseph Kilborn. The music in the audio version of this newsletter is Treasure Everywhere by Forestero.